Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker hot stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Time to bleed. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Good morning, family. Good morning, haters. It's a beautiful morning. We got in the building. Dwayne Jones, Rick Blackwell, Jay Gett, Tay, good morning, sis. Land of the 216, salute. Eric H, Ratchet since 91, Jason, Queen, salute. Mansa Musa Lifestyle, my brother, salute. Andrew Gray in the building. Black Alpha, Stormy the Sensei's in the building, salute. Antonio Handbrick in the building. Big homie Coop, yes, sir. Calvin Johnson, Zelos Newton. Mrs. Shelton in the building. Cesar, what up, bro? How you? Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Mike Lawson. Josh, what up? Steve L. the Mac in the building. Ad Solo. Moyo Sauce, salute. Oh, this thing jumped on me. Super. Wait a minute, where am I at? Kevin Dunbar, Jelly Bean, Hard Body, J. Timo in the building. Jeff, what up, what up, what up? Cortez, what up? Vince, salute. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, man, I'm so sorry, bro. Over a dice game? Oh, boy. Goodness, where are we at? Where are we at that, man, y'all know where we at. Sorry to hear that, fam. But here I am about to ask where we at. We're in a place where you could be in the mall, shopping. Like, I was just at the movies with my family yesterday. You could be at the mall, minding your business, just walking around, and some Nazi, some racist, white supremacist just walk up with a firearm that it's not supposed to have, and gets the dumping on you, and you ain't do nothing to them or nothing. This is where we're at. And by the way, that motherfucker was arrested unharmed, not a bullet flown at him. So that's where we at. So when we killing each other over dice games, because I doubt that was a white guy that killed a black guy over a dice game. This is where we at. Our priorities are all fucked up. You understand? Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry that happened to you, Vince, man. I'm sorry. You know, but the dude that, I don't even want to take the show in that direction, man. I mean, I can. It's all relevant. It's all relevant. Minds are corrupted and people can be corrupted. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And you look at the Fantastic Four on here. I'm going to get to it. Omega Red, salute. Ring Dragon, salute, bro. Fred Hampton. Outlaw Jr., MP, what the fuck? Was good. Robert Singleton, Anwar Willis, salute, fam. Jay Good, Jason, Dadis, what up? Andrew Gray, Brian H, Counselor, good morning. No doubt, Vince, I got you, brother. I got you, brother. So today, and salute the family in that cash shack. I don't know if he's in the building. I shouted him out yesterday. But saluting that cash app. Brandon Shamar, salute. Quinny Quinn, salute. All right, let's get to it. I know Andrew Gray. You know what? I ain't even thumping on him right now. I've yet to see a white person run up in a Mexican neighborhood and start dumping on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that they don't go through police brutality like we do, because they do. You know what I'm saying? But we've been eating this for 500 years, my man. It's a way of life with us. So much to the point where some motherfuckers accept it, not me. It's not normal. So they can hate us. It was called the Black Murderers Row. Not the Chicano Murderers Row, not the Latino Murderers Row. There was one Latino on the Black Murderers Row, and he was a Black Puerto Rican. Mr. P. Depps, salute. And you know what, Mr. P. Depps? New York really needs to change some of its laws, man. We behind. Because if somebody, a few people or whatever, had a legal carry, he wouldn't have got that off. Tay, I'm on it. The seat is down. You're good. If somebody had something to bust back, he wouldn't have got that off. You understand? But that's just me. That's just me. I'm in a different category when it comes to that. A lot of my friends, my old co-workers, are in a different category when it comes to that. You know what I mean? But all these school shootings and stuff, when it's happening on a college campus or something like that, I'm saying, Mark Wunderlich in the building, salute. If you can get an eye on the goddamn shooter, you can handle that business before law enforcement gets there. That's just my opinion, but whatever. And these punks go for soft targets, y'all. I'm telling y'all. That kid drove some miles. Keith Johnson, salute. And he went to a soft target. He wouldn't have went up in the hood and did that. You know why? Man down, salute. You know why. I ain't got to paint the picture for you. You know why. Y'all know why. Straight up and down. There's parts in the Bronx, a whole lot of places in Brooklyn. There's even some places upstate in Buffalo that he wouldn't have did that shit in, because somebody would have bust back with an illegal. And let me tell you something. If they laid that kid out, he could have been dead in the middle of the hood with his brains leaking out his head. And the police would have went more crazy looking for the shooter than the actual kid laying on the floor with the firearm that tried to get the dumping on a black neighborhood. And if they found the shooter, that kid would have been dead and the shooter would have been dead. All these motherfuckers that do these mass shootings, and remember that sick motherfucker that during the Batman movie, he's rolling smoke bombs and shit. All of those motherfuckers get taken in unharmed. Dillian Roof. The only reason why that black dude that did that shit on the train a few weeks ago, the only reason why he was taken in alive was because it was NYPD. Harvey, what up? That's the only reason why. NYPD is different. Shade Girl, salute. Yeah, Mark, it was premeditated. Dwayne Freeman in the building. KG84, salute. I read what the dude said, too. It's online. He wasn't trying to shoot it out with the police officers. He wanted to get in there and kill black people. That's what he did. Yeah, Ring Dragon, they bought this motherfucker Burger King, Dillian Roof. Soft target. He went up in a church. Karen Alexis, salute. He went up in a church. This fool the other day went up in a mall. Totally unsuspecting. These other fools are shooting at children at schools. Soft targets. They're not brave, I'm telling you. They put on all this riot gear to run up in an elementary school and starts dumping on kids. Devin Blocker, salute. These guys is cowards, man. And when he lock them up, they're going to try and put them in protective custody. If you about that life, stand on it. You could tell them, Pompey, what up? Yo, don't put me in protective custody. You could tell them. It's going to be what it's going to be. Don't put me in there. MJ Total Health and Wellness, salute. Put me in General Pop. But he ain't going to do that. He going to be in a hole for the rest of his life until he try and buddy up with the Aryan Nation. These motherfuckers run around and blame people for their shortcomings. You are white. I know hard work. This shit is crazy. You are white. That means something in this world. Fuck this country, this world. That means something. You don't get profiled. They'll look at you first or first sight to get a job. Mass arms, salute. You want to talk about making excuses? Some of us have to actually work to get to where we're at. This kid was what, 18? His life ain't even get started yet. What, he's mad because a couple of bitches said no, they don't want to date him? Somebody made fun of him at school? Somebody beat his ass on NBA 2K online? He was losing that Call of Duty, and he grabs his real firearm and says, you know, I'm going to kill some black people. Your life ain't even get started yet. But you blaming black people for your shortcomings, your little dick? And I didn't really pay attention to his background, but I bet you he didn't come from poverty. I bet you he more than likely, CB Sports in the building, more than likely came from a two-parent household. Even if that was dysfunctional, he had 3 meals a day. At least. This was an emo kid. Hard work, is that true? A black kid took his girlfriend? Is that true? And let me park there on a minute before I get to the actual hold on. Let me move this fucking picture. It's hilarious. Fantastic Four. There's some sort of weird ass challenge that I saw. These black girls that are dating these white dudes. It's called the Massa Challenge. Y'all seen that? These are young black girls that are dating white guys. I don't care. I don't care about that. Let me be very clear. I don't care about that. I don't care. This challenge that they're doing, that shit I care about. It's not funny. They do some shit with some rap song, some trap music rap song, some bitch call them, and the bitch says, who you with? And you hear the autotone voice, my massa. And they start playing Wade in the Water with dude grabbing them by the hair. One of those challenges, I can tell the redheaded white boy sitting there looking like Canelo was in the passenger seat just holding her hair, and he was off guard because he was like kind of like had the hair, and he was looking at the phone. He was looking at the camera like, huh? And she just did it, and he was standing there. He was just sitting in the car looking like, what just happened? What did I just do? Congratulations. You might have just got your boyfriend beat up. Yeah, TikTok challenge. This is all the freedom that you black women have, you young black queens have. This is what y'all do? But you get mad at Kevin Samuels for pointing stupid shit out like that? How about this? Forget Kevin Samuels. Scratch that. Take that clip and take it to your mother. No, I'm sorry. Because a lot of y'all mothers be in the same clubs twerking with you. Take it to your grandmother if she's still alive. Take it to your father. Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of y'all ain't got fathers. And you're blaming him for not being around, but you never asked your mother why you ain't around. Man, you know what? That's for the Painful Excellence podcast, man. Man. Antonio, I saw that. And let me tell you something. All right, the dude went to that little motherfucker's father's house. He went to the house and said, your son did something to his car. He violated the car. And the father basically said, get off my property. He came out with a fucking gun. Okay. All I'm saying is, there was a song by a group called the Talking Heads called Burning Down the House. You want a war? We take you to war. I'm not Jesus, man. I'm not the brother of Dr. King. I'm not patient. That's not how I was raised. I'm not going to march for you to throw bricks at me. I'm not going to protest. No. You lay a hand on me, I lay a hollow on you. I'm the one-upper. You violate me, I will come to your door, and if your 80-year-old grandmother answer the door, she getting it. Y'all don't know what beef is. Beef is when you gotta up and move. Beef ain't, oh, every time I see him, I'm gonna fight him in the street, or I'm gonna give him a dirty look. That's not beef. A lot of y'all don't know what beef is. Beef is when you gotta change your number, change your name, lead a state, lead a borough. You gotta be like, yo, mom, don't go outside. I done fucked up. Don't ask no questions. Pack a bag. We gotta go. They coming. And we don't know where. North, south, y'all have no fucking idea. This ain't a game. That little white boy thought that he was so privileged that he could walk up to a person's house with a whip. What the fuck is he learning? You know what? You're setting your kid up to catch it. That kid is going to get raised to kill the next Ahmaud Arbery and be sitting there here on the news talking about, yo, it's justified. Because in their mind, they think it's terrorism, y'all. It's genocide. It's terrorism. I've seen interviews with young Middle Eastern kids. What do you want to do when you grow up? I want to blow up the World Trade Center. He's fucking 10. And by the time he's 20, that shit is in his head. It's a way of life. I blow this shit up. I'm going to go see Allah. I'm going to have a couple of 100 goats in 40 virgins. Nigga, what? What? Now, to us, that sounds crazy. And it is. But have you ever tried to deprogram that shit? Have y'all ever spoken to a Nazi? I have. It is the most, to me, at first I was angry. Then it was kind of like scary. Then it was comical. Because it's like, this bald-headed motherfucker is 20 years old. And you explain to him about science. The original man, the first man on the continent of Africa. And you breaking it down science by science. And all he could say is, it's not in the Bible and I don't believe it. Meanwhile, the Bible's written by who? A dude. And it's like, wait. Madlow's Law. Do you know about that? Anything lighter, the lighter you get, it's a recessive gene. That's science. I didn't make it up. That's science. I'm recessive. I'm not super duper dark skin, but it's recessive. The light of the eyes, it's recessive. Pangea broke up. Humans were here. Our bodies adjusted with the atmosphere and the temperature. It's recessive. It's just what it is. This motherfucker tell me, oh, it's not in the Bible. Okay, all right. But then you won't call Muslims all kinds of names when they grow up thinking that you're the devil, right? And they're using the Quran and interpreting that wrong and saying, it says here that I gotta blow shit up. Kill the infidels. They even interpreting that shit wrong. And those terrorists are being... All right. Boxing, please. 88 Sports talking that super chat. He said, seen that white kid in Buffalo, New York shooting people. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Daryl Alexander, salute to you in that Cash App the other day, bro. Much love and appreciation. I shouted you out yesterday, too. I appreciate you. Now, I got to play this thing on my phone. I have it on airplane mode, so I won't get all the Cash Apps, the Zelles, and the Venmos because I got to play something on the phone. I have it connected. Man, yes, Brandon. Yes, Brandon. Yes, Brandon. Yes, Brandon. That was my coworker mentioned it to that kid, and this kid just sat there with his arms folded. 20-year-old kid was like, the Brothers UK salute. Those rich Middle Eastern dudes, the rich ones, they got a bunch of money and they dump it on the poor people and they raise their kids to blow shit up. Meanwhile, those rich people, they know better. Ain't no 40 virgins and a goat waiting for them in heaven. They know that. They know that. Come on, man. If this kid he was arrested, not a mark on his face. People are dead. If those people had firearms to defend themselves, it'd been a little different. Jesse Ventura said that years ago, and they crucified him for it, but he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. New York is behind when it comes to these gun laws. I'm telling you. But right now, it's too far gone because I live in the city. And if they legalize legal carries, NYPD would be so nervous. They would have to walk around. They'd have to walk around in riot gear, in helmets, like Judge Dredd, literally, because they'd feel like every day every car stop is dangerous. Anytime they want to stop and talk to somebody, it's going to be dangerous. So unfortunately, in the city, I believe you're too far gone. But Andrew 100, salute. But to get a legal carry, the background check over here is like, dude, they're gonna know if you cut school in 4th grade 30 years ago. That's just what it is. I still got family and friends on the job, corrections, court officers, police officers. And when you're a peace officer in the state of New York, to get your carry off duty, it's like you're waiting like a year and you're telling them, yo, look, come on, man. You know what I do for a living. All I need to be doing is being out with my family. And the dude that I had a scuffle with is right across the way from me. What am I going to do? Whatever, man. Anyway. The passed law in ATL, no permit needed, no more to conceal carry. So in ATL, you don't need a permit for a concealed carry? D1020, salute. Hold on. In Atlanta, you don't need. Wait, hold on. Oh, you don't need a permit no more to conceal carry? Yo, listen, y'all. Anywhere below the Mason-Dixon line, I ain't trying to get in the shit, man. I remember I was driving down south. I don't remember what state I was in. And I cut some dude off. I did. But there was a lady like driving slow in the third lane. And it was my mistake. And I cut dude off. I didn't look first. It was my fault. Right? And I saw him in the mirror. I'm driving. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. But it was my mistake. Wound the window down. Yo, dog, what you doing, dog? I was like, yo, you know what? That was my fault. I said, that bitch was driving so slow. I should have looked, bro. That's my fault. My bad, fam. That's my bad. He was like, all right. And he drove off. Come on, man. Even if he just started cursing at me, I'd have ate that. You know why? I don't know what he got in that car, man. I'm not stupid. Down below the Mason-Dixon line, these motherfuckers be carrying cannons and rockets in their car. What the fuck? Some of that shit be legal. Well, it's not. It don't say you can't carry it. He has a rocket in his car. What do you mean you need to be specific? Come on, man. You see? You cut Dre off. You start beefing with him, you might catch it. I'm not and niggas see me in my stature, they're not fighting me. They're not fighting me. They're gonna shoot me, and if I'm alive, the police gonna get there and say, yeah, well, look at him and look at him. Nah, I wouldn't fight him either. They're not fighting me, dude. Come on, man. Oh, I know, Shabazz. I'm in Florida a lot. A lot. I know all about it. I know a lot of sheriffs out there. The fuck do you need a goddamn rocket launcher for? Where are we at? Jay, what up? Aaron Butler, Shade Girl. Rob. You still need a permit in Georgia. You can openly carry now. And you know, and that's the flip side. I'm used to the dysfunction in New York. And because I ain't gonna lie, I feel I got a one-up on most. I'm content here. Dude, man. Look. Be polite where you go. Gentlemen, hold the door for everybody. All right? And don't be a hero. All right? It takes a man to walk away from a situation. Always think about what you got going on. Because a lot of people don't have shit going on and they out there looking for it. Because in jail, you'll get 3 meals a day, you get the workout, and all the sex you want. Not what I mean. There are women that go around marrying convicts. I'm not kidding. That's a thing. There are women that go around marrying convicts. Dillian Roof has been proposed to several times. Did y'all know that? This world is sick. It is sick. These dudes that are in prison, lifers, they got, man, girlfriends come see them. They get married while that's the thing. Women marry dudes in prison. Why? They know what they're doing. They know where they at. Codependency. It's sickening, man. It's disgusting. That's right, Queen. That's all you need a weapon for. If Ahmaud Arbery, I know he was out jogging or whatever he was doing, but he wasn't doing what they was accusing him of doing. And I'm sure if he had something to bust back, he may have survived because they wouldn't have got as close to him. If they'd have rolled up on him, where you going, boy? And he flashed on him or pulled it out, he might have been alive. But we follow the rules and end up dead. Even when we're in handcuffs, we end up dead. Even when we comply, we end up dead. They go to trial. And even the DA, I saw that they released the DA's text messages or phone calls. That DA down where that happened, she was in on it. But guess what? We might have caught that, but she's been doing this. We've been behind the 8 ball for years, and we knew this. But when we spoke about it, that can't happen, that can't happen, that can't happen. Now it's getting caught on video, and now all these investigations are happening. We're like, yo, we told you it's been happening over 100 years. Since the police was invented. Dumbasses. We follow the rules, we end as fools. Nothing's gonna change until we make some change. I could dig it, Shabazz. I could dig it. Salute to iRock in that super chat. He says, Arizona is open carry as well. People out here get their CCP, concealed carry permit, to be able to buy and not to have the 3-day wait period to travel. Our permit is good in all states except a few. That few, one of those few is probably New York. It's probably New York. Because I know it's some weird shit with New York, Utah. It might be Arizona. It might be Arizona. There's something I read, man. It's bugged out. In New York, you can take a course. Cost you a couple of $100. You take a course, but you're Jamal, what up? Smooth shot, salute. Snacks B. Bruce Gas, salute. You can only get a permit to carry your firearm to and from the range. I'm like, yeah, man, listen, man. Anyway. But now I'm a Mexican, salute. Oh, I heard about California. Mo Boxing, brother from the UK. So salute, brother Drew. Salute to you. The police don't even carry guns out there. Hey. When they have to call the law enforcement with the firearms, there's some real shit happening. But them motherfuckers will baton you to that. Yo, Mo, let me tell you something. I saw this video a while ago. Who those motherfuckers with the big hats and the red coats? Yo, I saw 2 videos, right? One stupid ass American went over there and they be standing in front of, I think, that's the palace or some shit. And they standing, now they're not allowed to speak or anything. And this dumbass, of course, is American, and he had to have a cowboy hat on. Man, this motherfucker went up to the dude. He's making faces. He's taking pictures. And he fucked up and touched dude. And he got his ass beat and arrested. And it was the funniest. It went from 0 to 100 to the dude that was recording it. He was like, oh, hey, whoa. Fucked him up. And he got arrested. What are those guards' names? Because dude, they stand there and just look straight ahead like they're dummies. They look after the queen. Bro, that highly trained indeed. He fucked him up fast. And I know he was sitting there, standing at attention like, go ahead and touch me. All he gotta do is touch me. Touch me one time. Touch me one. I'm gonna fuck. There it is. And he fucked up and touched him. I don't know if dude was drunk. Yo, dude. Shadow 979. They're called beef eater? What? Wait a minute. That's not their name. That's their name? That's their name? Oh. Now look. I know it's different countries. You just can't. Now listen, y'all. In America, if I call you a beef eater, what you think I'm saying? Hey, you here on vacation, man? Where you at? From London? What do you do? I'm a beef eater. What? I'm a beef eater. See? You see? But yo, listen. That shit was no joke. That stupid ass American with a cowboy hat. I said, look at this shit. This ain't gonna end well. And he fucked up when he touched him. Dude, he broke that attention and ragged him up. Boop, 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 boop. Flipped him up. The hat went flying in the air. And now he's on the fucking floor screaming. Ah! And they carted him off. Fucked him up. I was laughing. I said, good. Beef eater indeed. They used to get paid by beef. You know what? I don't even want to know. But all I know is the dude was no fucking joke. And you gotta be some serious shit if you standing in front of you guarding the goddamn queen all day. Shit. Well, I saw it. Fucked him up bad. What up, Unc? KQKC Boxing Network in the building. What up? Dini, what up? Fucked him up bad. Dude was screaming. Then I saw another. then I saw another video, right? Where I think it may have been the supervisor going to see his guys, and he went to step over the chain, and he completely like tripped over the chain and bust his ass. Now, let me tell you something. I'd have got fired. Because the way he stepped over that chain and fell, I couldn't be standing there at attention. I laughed so hard looking at that shit. Y'all would have been curled up. You ever laugh so hard your abs start hurting? I swear to God, I did like 600 crunches laughing at that shit. My hat would have fucking fell off and everything. They'd be like, yo, you're fired. I'm like, yo, I don't care. That right there, that was worth whatever you paying me a year. That shit was hilarious. That shit was funny. All right, y'all. Enough with the beef eaters and white terrorists on American ground and gun laws. That's aggravating. Boxing place with my stupid British accent. Yo, how do British people come over here and sound like Americans? We can't do that shit. Idris Elba is a master actor. And I swear to God, if I get one more motherfucker to tell me I look like him, motherfuckers, I be in the gym, they're like, yo, you look like that British actor. I'm like, oh, you like Idris Elba? No, I don't. I wish I had his bread. But nah, I don't look like him at all. Whatever, man. That shit is ridiculous. I look better than him. Salute to Idris Elba, man. That's acting right there, man. Boxing, please. All right. So, the Fantastic Four. Weisfeld, Cheatham, Moretti, and referee Mora. First of all, you got a goddamn ref named Cheatham. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. There's a fucking ref named Cheatham. So, I think like a week and a half ago, Teddy Atlas on his channel, salute to Teddy Atlas, he gave his take on what he felt happened during the Canelo Bivol fight. And this is something I never thought of. Now, you know, Teddy Atlas has said some questionable things. G5 in the building. Questionable things. I don't rock with some of it. However, he does know boxing. And that goes without saying. He does know boxing. And I'll just say that. We all know who Teddy Atlas is. And a lot of things he says I do respect. And this so happens to be one of them. Because I never thought of that. Now, for those of you that didn't hear it, I'm going to play it. His channel is called The Fight with Teddy Atlas. Y'all go ahead and subscribe. I'm giving him credit for this because I never thought of this. I never thought of this. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Let me stop this beat real quick.
Yodel somewhere, you know, in the caverns of Nevada or wherever. But just let people know sometimes that I can't take it no more. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing it for you guys. For the ones out there that I know are out there. I really mean it. I know out there. I know you can't do it, so I'm doing it for you. We can't take it no more.
We can't take it anymore, man. This is bullshit. What he's saying, we've been talking about. It predates Glovegate. Y'all remember the only Canelo versus Floyd? Y'all remember when that judge had it a draw and we were like, what fucking fight was he watching? Remember that? They did it to Floyd. That's when they did it to Floyd, I said, okay, Floyd's going to win. But I knew there was a plan for this kid. I knew it. And here we are.
And you watch that fight. I'll tell you what. Here's what the anatomy of a fix is. I'm not having any proof. I'm just giving you a general summation of how there's a lot of ways a fix could take place. Here's one where a fixed fight, a rigged fight, whatever you want to, none of it's really pretty, could take place. And again, no knowledge. Okay, I'm putting it out there. No knowledge, no accusation on anybody that night. I don't have any proof of anything. I just been in the business almost 50 years. Okay?
Yeah.
So I know the possibilities, and I know beyond the possibilities too. All right? So here, for this night, all I know is what it feels like. The possibility, a possible scenario. Here it is. Did you guys look at those scorecards? I know Rob's going to put them up because I asked him before the show. But here,
I'll tell you, they're all three are the same. They had 4 rounds. The first 4 rounds for Canelo and the 9th round for Canelo. All of them same exact score.
Okay, now let's just say anatomy of a fix. Let's just say, again, no proof. But say you wanted to fix a fight. All right. You say, okay, this is the guy. You get together in concert. You get
in concert.
Guys to judge whatever, because you gotta, just like if you're gonna pull off a heist, you gotta have inside guys. You gotta have some inside guys to pull the heist off.
You gotta have some. Go subscribe to my brother G5 Gabe. You gotta have some inside guys. You heard him say it, right? Now, is Teddy Atlas LDBC? Nope. I'm sure he knows who we are, but no. He don't feel no way about us, but no. He's his own man. He just told you he been in the business 50 years. Motherfucker, I'm only 46. He's been in the business 4 years longer than I've been alive. Okay? So I do respect to a degree what he says. I'm old enough to understand what's happening. Let me remove this banner real quick so y'all can see. Cheatham, Moretti, Weisfeld. And I'm going to get in depth with them a little more in a second. Okay? The Teddy Atlas is not LDBC at all. Okay? This is his analysis. Let's continue.
Got to be well organized. You can't do it alone. So let's just say, I don't know, but let's just say conspiracy theory. We'll call it that. Make everyone happy. All right. So now you go and you got your guys, right? The judges, right? Or somebody that influenced them or told them or whatever. And, well, maybe they just know. I don't know. Sometimes things happen. Maybe they just know.
Big Texas, what up?
They know from the past when I didn't vote for the house fighter, the promoter's fighter, I didn't get any work for a year and a half. Oh, I don't want that to happen again. I don't know. So anyway, so they get there.
You heard that? I'll bring it back.
And they say, okay, sometimes things happen. Maybe they just know. They know from the past when I didn't vote for the house fighter, the promoter's fighter, I didn't get any work for a year and a half. Oh.
You heard that? If they didn't fall for the in-house fighter, they didn't get any work after that for about like a year and a half. So you better act right. You heard that? All right, let's continue.
Oh, I don't want that to happen again. I don't know. So anyway, so they get there and they say, okay, we're all going to get together and give 4 rounds, the first 4 rounds. Now, some of this craziness, I'm going to explain it to you people out there. Stay with me because there's a method to my madness. So you're going to give 4 rounds straight. Why 4, Teddy? Doesn't that look suspicious? The opposite. The opposite. Because people will say, and the commentators, they said it. They said, well, you got to say one thing. All the judges were consistent. They all voted the same. So that makes you feel better. Oh, yeah. It couldn't have been fixed. They all saw it the same way. That's called an alibi. That's called the alibi. Okay. Now, let's get to the latex gloves because you don't want to leave fingerprints. You want to get away with it. So now you got the 4 straight rounds, Kenneth. You got the 4 straight rounds given to Canelo, the guy who you want to win. Now, why did you give 4 straight? Well,
now I want you to, and salute the Corey McGowan in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, brother. I appreciate you. Now, I want you to pay attention to what Teddy's about to say. I want you to pay, because I never thought of this. And this is where, this is where I appreciate a guy like Teddy Atlas, a guy that has 50 years in the business, using his powers for good. Using his powers for good. All right? Let's continue.
Here's one possible reason. In boxing, if there's a unintentional headbutt or whatever, elbow, whatever the hell it is, that forces one fighter not to continue, and it happens in the first 4 rounds. The magic number. It happens in the first 4 rounds, Kenneth. The rule is you go to the scorecards to see who's ahead. So they covered that base. Then just say again, crazy. Teddy crazy. Okay. And now,
I got to be honest, I hadn't even thought about this angle ever before, but this is good. This is really good.
I got your attention, Kenneth.
Now, you got me. Yeah.
And that's good. Now you go, you guys ahead. You covered that base. Okay, good. Now here comes the latex gloves. Can't leave fingerprints, buddy. So now you got to even it up. See, you even it up because it's got to be a fair fight. The judge has got to be fair. If you look at the absurdity of these rounds, it's absurd. It's absurd.
By the way, one quick thing.
He didn't win a round, people. Are you kidding me? In the first 4 rounds? Oh, my God. I mean, those jabs didn't count. He got ahead in that fight. He got.
Salute, Sid. I appreciate that. D-Man, what up? Abadordi, what up? Now, can we park here for 1 second? We all saw the fight. And it's safe to say, majority of us, we don't fuck with Canelo, but we all saw the fight. Okay? With maybe a handful of people in here, we knew about the fight, but we wasn't picking Bivol to win the fight, man. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So, if you paid to watch it, Cassandra, salute. If you paid to watch it, KG84, Felix Nunez, Young World, salute. DB Month track. If you paid to watch the fight, however you saw the fight, you watched it. In all honesty, man, a majority of us did not pick Bivol to win this fight. People thought he was going to go in there and lay down, which I thought. I also thought that, hey, man, he might win the whole fight and get to the cards and get robbed. I did not pick Dimitri Bivol to win this fight at all, under any circumstance. Some people thought he was going to get knocked out. We knew there was a reason why Canelo was taking this fight. What he didn't anticipate was the block being hot. And I'm going to get to that in a second. He didn't anticipate the block being hot. He sat up there at the press conference and said he thought he won the fight. No way. If you listen to his corner, Reynoso, Eddie Reynoso was just telling him to jab and keep away. While he said, yo, I'm a little bit tired. Jab and keep away. That was bad advice. Ask the sensei. Bad advice. You're down, dude. You got to do something to mix it up. You got to go out on your shield. Huh? With that Mexican heart. Huh? Aztec warrior. Huh? I know Fernando Vargas would have went out there and went out on the shield. I know that. I know Julio Cesar Chavez would have went out there and said, yo, I got to do something. I don't who the fuck, anybody. Marquez, Barrera, Morales, Jorge Arce. Huh? All of those guys would have put their foot on the gas and said, yo, man, I gotta do something. Because this shit here, no, I can't leave it to the judges. He didn't do that. He played keep away. He played keep away. And he really left it to the judges. And look what happened. And they tried. Now we watched this fight. 4 rounds to Canelo. That is impossible, y'all. And I watched it. After the first round, I was like, yo, I give that to Bivol, but okay. Second round, I was like, Bivol got that round. Okay, let's see what happens. Third round, here come the knockout. No. Fourth round, I was like, you know what? I don't even remember what round. I think I gave Canelo round 9. And maybe he got hurt. I gave him like 3 rounds, I believe. And one of those rounds was like, it's a toss-up, so I'll give it to Canelo because it's Canelo. And I know I'm trying to think of how the judges think. I gave him like 2 or 3 rounds. By the time the bell rang, I said, there's no way he won this fight. And I was shocked when they got the call right. He had speed knots all on his head. He's drunk, singing. Get the fuck out of here. Well, back to Teddy.
Ahead. That was part of the plan, fam. Get ahead. Build confidence. Get ahead. Make the other guy catch up. Make him make mistakes. Make him fight from behind.
Yep.
That was the plan. They were executing that plan, except the judges weren't going along with it. So here they are. So they even it up because you got to make it look like you have good intentions. You're doing your job. So bang.
Yep.
All in one stroke. I gotta laugh. In concert. Oh my goodness.
Wow! You would think that fucking Atlas listened to me. We're the first time you heard that term. on YouTube. Where'd you hear it first? The truth. Fuck you talking about?
Oh, they give four. I'm sorry, I just crack up. They give 4 straight rounds now. It's even. Oh, it's even. So later on, when they come in there, when the forensics people come in dusting for fingerprints, they won't find any. So now you got it. You got it an even fight, 4-4. Now what's the next move? Put your guy ahead. Put your guy ahead. Put him ahead slightly, but put him ahead. Okay. So now the next round, the 9th, which he legitimately might have won. I can't remember. There was a round I thought he probably could have won that he won. But anyway, that he fought better, put it that way. And I thought he probably.
Let me park here for a second. Thank you, Jerry. The Austin Trout shit was when they was doing something where they would announce the scores mid-fight, which was a bad idea. Mac of the South, salute. Okay, and yeah, Sid, UK. I'm gonna get there. That's what I mean when I say the block is hot. Yeah, Teddy probably listening right now, and hopefully he is. Shout out to him. With Austin Trout, they announced they did it. Remember when they were announcing like round 6 in a 12-round fight. They were the open scoring. Thank you, Robert. Open scoring. They would announce it. They did that to Sam Peter versus Vitaly Klitschko while they was in the UK. Now, sidebar, Sam Peter got poisoned out there, y'all. But that's another story. I spoke about that in the past. He got poisoned out there. But when they announced that he was down on the cards, he said stop the fight. He didn't want to continue. All right, Austin Trout, they announced the scorecards. He was down. He went in there and took risk, and he got dropped. But he was very much in that damn fight. So in this instance, all of those funny-ass rules that they capitalize on, being that the block is hot now, his powers ran out. That's like Superman coming into the atmosphere, and he's flying down, and people are applauding. He sees a whole city applauding. Hey, it's Superman, it's Superman, it's Superman. And he's like, yeah, this is great. They love me. And then he gets closer. They're not applauding. Their hands are like, wait. He's like, why are they saying wait? And then he crashes to the ground and explodes and dies. They're like, what the fuck happened? Nigga, you ain't noticed the sun is red? You ain't got no powers. You wasn't flying down. You was falling, nigga. That's what happened to Canelo. The red sun. Salute to Squirrely. I'm a nerd. I know shit like that. Yeah, super chat. Much love. He said, in concert, Drewski, in concert, no doubt. I made that motherfucker popular, did I not? You ain't hear that shit nowhere on YouTube in the boxing community, anywhere, LDBC, anywhere. You heard it from me. Now Teddy said it. They're going to say, oh, yeah, you try to be like Teddy. No. No. I told Mr. Sugar Hill to his face, when shit rolls downhill, they're going to hit you up in concert. It's sweet now, but give it a second. And this is what I'm saying. The block is hot. Back to Teddy.
Could have won. But anyway, so now you all go and you give the 9th round to break the tie. You got your guy ahead. Now you got your guy ahead. You know what? You kept your guy in a fight that wasn't close. You did your job. You did your freaking job. Your dishonest job, but you did your job. You got your guy ahead going into the championship rounds. You think that's a coincidence? No, I don't. All right.
But Teddy, to your point, these are professional judges. They showed up and acted professionally, professionally dishonest, but that's how you do it. Hey, we're committing a crime. Don't be an idiot. Be professional.
Wow.
Well, that's a good point, Ken. So they're undeterred. So now they did their job. They got their man ahead going into the championship round. Now here's the thing that went astray. Went a little haywire from the plan. Now it's up to your guy the goose, the golden goose. It's up to him to do his part. Bring it home. Bring it home. Because if you do any more here, when you already acknowledge it's not a close fight. See, that's the key you got to keep in your head. It shouldn't be this close. It should not be this close this late, honestly. It shouldn't be anything but this. Anything but this. But they did their job. They kept an unclose fight close down the stretch. Like like that same day as the Derby. Down the stretch.
Down the stretch.
Be close. Down the stretch. So they keep and here it is. They got it close, and now it's up to Canelo to bring it home because they gave him the lead. Even though he didn't earn it, they gave it to him. And guess what? He couldn't get it home. Bevo won the rounds too clear, especially considering, now remember this, guys, especially considering that it's not like they haven't done it before where they are so without fear of reprisal in this sport, accountability, that it wouldn't be impossible for them to say, frick it, I'll still give them the rounds. But you have to remember this is the key. They already gave him too many rounds he shouldn't have got.
Yep.
So under these circumstances, they couldn't give him these rounds if he didn't earn them. They couldn't. He had to earn them. And he didn't earn them. Bevo went out there and won the fight. And if Bevo doesn't do that, if he doesn't win the fight by really bouncing this guy's head around in the rounds that he did, as big as he did, he don't get it. It's not fair when you say, oh, well, you gotta win it by enough. No, you should just be able to win. In golf, if you win by one stroke, guess what? You won. Okay? Guess what? In baseball, one run, you won. In football, one ball, you won. And nobody told Tom Brady, hey, listen, Tom, you got to win by 21 points. Or other than the bookie.
Beat the spread.
Other than the bookie.
Other than the bookie.
We understand, right? Where there's a handicap, and if you want to bet on a game, you got to win by a certain amount of points. Other than that, in real life, win or lose, you just have to win. But in boxing, for some reason, people say, oh, no, if you're the champ, or in this case, you're just a golden goose, you got to really beat the guy. Okay. That's not fair. You should just be able to win. But he really beat the guy. Really, really beat the guy. And it was close to that old saying, where you win every round, you hope for a split decision. I mean, he won almost every. I can't, again, I didn't keep score per se, but I know what I saw. Maybe 3 rounds, maybe.
There you go. And there you have it. Now, had anybody else said that shit, me, Black, Stormy, 78, KQKC, G5, Trail Whale, if anybody had said that, there'd be 1,001 videos in Spanish. And some haters around here, monkeys, talking about how the LDBC is delusional. Well, there you go. That's Teddy Atlas. That ain't us. We knew what time it was. I jokingly say it, but there's some realism behind it. Whenever there's a Canelo Alvarez fight, the cards are done already. They're all 10-9. Depending on who he's fighting, it might be a 10-8 in a couple of those rounds. It's the opponent's job to change the judges' minds. And for 4 rounds, they stuck to their guns. Like he broke it down perfectly. Salute to Slick Tom in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, if the NBA got hired refs, who's to say boxing don't got bought judges and refs? Brother, y'all remember forget what year it was? The Sacramento Kings versus the LA Lakers. The Kings were the team to beat in the league. Y'all remember Mike Bibby, and I said Mike Biggie. Mike Bibby, Peja Stojakovic, Hedo Turkoglu, Chris Webber, you remember that team? That team was ridiculous. Do you remember how many times the Lakers went to the free throw line in that game-deciding series? In that game-deciding game? And Mike Bibby was so frustrated, he walked off the court crying. You ever told a kid to go to his room and they walk off like holding back tears? That's how Mike Bibby walked off the floor, because he was so frustrated, because it was obvious. And it was so obvious that when the game was over on ABC, the commentators, I think Mike Wilbaum, is that his name? Mike, the black guy with the bald head. There was like silent for a second. There was silent for a second. And then they said, I'm not sure. Yo, bro, do you remember that? He said, I'm not sure what we just saw, but we're just going to talk about the game. Before he did anything, he said something like that. And I was sitting at home. Now, I'm not a Laker fan. I'm not a Kings fan. At that point, my team was home fishing. They didn't even make the playoffs. So I was like, all right, I'm just watching the game, and I'm like, oh, my God, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. And then at one point, I think Bibby looked at the ref and was like, what? And they tacked him up. I said, yo, what's happening here? And there's the name I was about to say. Donaghy. Do y'all remember the Knicks Bulls series in 94 before Jordan came back? Y'all remember that fucking Hubert Davis, Scottie Pippen foul? Hubert Davis shot a three. The horn goes off. After the horn, when the horn blows, the game is over. Scottie knocks over Hubert Davis. But the horn blew. He already released the shot. The horn blew. He knocks him over. Fucking Hugh Hollins gets the ball and says, no, he gotta hit, he gotta go to the line. Y'all remember that? He gotta go to the line. The game was over. The horn sounded. I'm watching at home like, what? Wait a minute. Game was over. Hubert Davis goes to the fucking free throw line, hits all three free throws. I think the Bulls lost by one or two, because he hit all three free throws. Game's over. Scottie Pippen went to Hugh Hollins and he said some shit. I know he wanted to punch that man in his face. Till this day, you ask Scottie what was the lowest point in his career, he says that moment, because that was the year Scottie Pippen was the all-star player of the game. I think, what was he? Was he player of the year? Was he the MVP that year? I don't remember. But that was the playoffs. If they beat the Knicks that game, they go to the finals and they face the Rockets. I don't know if they beat the Rockets. Matter of fact, they went and played the Rockets. I don't know if they'd have beat Olajuwon and Carl Herrera and, you know, all those guys. I don't know. But it would have been nice to see Scottie at least get there so he can get his respect, saying, look, I did all this without Mike. And I said, yo, what the fuck? The game was over. The game was over. The game was over. Why'd they do that? I knew then. And then years later, I'm seeing this shit with the Kings and the Lakers. And before that, the year before, it was Scottie Pippen again with the Trailblazers. Y'all remember that? Scottie with the Trailblazers and the Lakers again. The year before that. When the Lakers went on like a 17-1 run, the refs stole that game. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Around that time, I had to stop watching ball because I used to be into it. I had to stop. I said, you know what? I can't. My blood pressure high already. I can't do this. This is ridiculous. I know y'all seen what I saw. And when you have the cast at ESPN/ABC, when the game was over, they're looking like, I don't know what we just saw, but let's just talk about the game. Wilbaum said that. I said, yo, you know what? I'm done. Done. And then Donaghy, a head referee, gets caught betting on games, does time, and I think he has a YouTube channel putting the refs on blast now. Now he turned informant. Too late. You know how much money people lost on bullshit? Hey, man, the Blazers were supposed to beat the Lakers that year. The Kings were supposed to beat the Lakers that year. But what's better for business, y'all? Portland winning, the Sacramento Kings winning, or the LA Lakers? Oh, the house that Magic and Kareem built. James Worth. Oh, what looks better? Y'all tell me. And they do it until they can't do it anymore. Oh, I know, Brother Roots. And I can't. They hating on Gannis. I see it. I just don't speak on it. And I see it. And it's a fucking shame. I had to stop watching ball. So boxing, please. Y'all see the scorecards. Here's where I'm going with this. Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol, controversial scorecards revealed. Logan Paul describes as super fucked up. They say you can't beat Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas, but Dimitri Bivol pulled off a huge upset. All right, these are the scorecards again right here. Okay, all three judges, scored it the same. All right. Logan Paul ripped the scorecards, all right? Now, why am I bringing this up? Why am I calling them the Fantastic Four? These three judges, Cheatham, Weisfeld, and Moretti. Do they sound familiar? Late change made to referee and judges for Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder trilogy fight. Nevada referee Russell Mora has now been assigned to the trilogy fight between Wilder and Fury, while one judge has been replaced after rescheduling of the meeting in Las Vegas. New referee Mora will enforce the rules for Nevada State Athletic Commission in Las Vegas this weekend, according to Boxing Scene, after they replaced the previously sanctioned Mike Ortega. Okay? And there's also been a judge alteration for the clash, with New Jersey Steve Weisfeld now set to join the official team ringside unified for the unified title showdown. Patricia Morse Jarman originally was chosen to judge the heavyweight attraction, but she has now been replaced. The referee called to action. The referee could certainly be called into action, with both fighters promising an explosive stoppage of Las Vegas. Guys, them. These are the same motherfuckers that did Wilder Fury 3. And I want you to think about that fourth round, y'all. These are the same guys, y'all. These are the same guys. So now, where's this other article? For more, okay, yada, yada, yada. Two of the three judges originally chosen for Wilder Fury 3 was Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti. Okay? Steve Weisfeld will join the team ringside. These guys seem to get a lot of work together. They seem to get a lot of work together. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up their motherfucking box rec. Because the judges got a box rec on here, right? First, let's start with Dave Moretti. He's been judging since 1977. All right, this guy. Okay. Dave Moretti and Tim Cheatham, right? On this fight right here, on the same card. Zile Zhang. Then he did the Bivol. There he is, right? Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti, there he is with Steve Weisfeld, okay? This fight right here, what was it? Andres Cortez versus Alexis Del Bosque. Okay. He was with, okay. Then you hear right here, Tim Cheatham and Dave Moretti right here with the Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez fight. They worked together. All right, they scored it correctly. Look, Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti. These guys are getting a lot of work. Now, you remember when Teddy Atlas said, you know, as a judge, you know, if I didn't score for the hometown guy, I didn't get any work. I didn't get any work for a couple of months. All of these guys have day jobs, man. Didn't Fat Dan Raphael put up that one of these guys, he put up their salaries or something like that? Remember when he did that? And it wasn't much. It was like $8,000. I mean, that's a paycheck. But come on. Isn't that a little strange? It's a little weird. All right, so look at this. Eric Salubin versus Sebastian Fundora. Look at the ref. Russell Mora, Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti, Steve Weisfeld, the Fantastic Four. They were there. And Russell Mora has been getting a lot of work lately. He's been getting a lot of work for a guy that was a fabulous fuck up with the Joseph Agbeko and Abner Mares situation. He's been getting a lot of work. Now, there was a mistake that I made, and I put it up in the video, and I apologize. I said that was his first heavyweight. Wilder Fury was his first heavyweight, first time officiating a heavyweight bout. That wasn't accurate. I apologize. It was his first time officiating in a title bout, and they never explained why the switch happened in the first place. Let me show you a picture of the ref that that was supposed to be officiating. The guy's name was Mike Ortega. This is the man right here. Instead, they bumped him down to the co-main event. F.A. Jogba versus Frank Sanchez. Okay? But look, I'm looking at stuff right here. Look, in 2021, Cheatham and Moretti, they were there. They were together. Look at this. Jerron Boots Ennis and Thomas Delorme. Cheatham, Moretti. And I don't know who these dudes are. Look, Cheatham. Okay, Cheatham was by himself right here. But these guys like to work together, man. Cheatham, Moretti, and Weisfeld. It seems like, to me, I'll just say this. It seems like, to me, these guys play ball. If y'all get what I'm saying. These guys play ball. Now, Canelo, leaving it up to the judges. They did the best they can for you, but it was your job to get in there and make something happen. You didn't do it. Why? You had bad advice from Team Ray No Show. He told you to stay behind a jab. I heard him say it. Stay behind a jab. He didn't say go kill him. He said stay behind a jab. He didn't say, yo, you're down. You could be down. You got to do something. You didn't do it, dude. because you thought you had the judges in your pocket. What you didn't realize is the block was hot. The block is hot. Why is the block hot? That over $4 million or so that Bob Aaron paid Daniel Kinahan in consulting fees that I believe was redirected through Vegas. Nevada State Athletic Commission looked the other way when we unplug the camera and do the hand wraps and remove hair out the gloves. Referee Russell Mora, listen, we know you fucked up and nobody likes you too much. We can get you. You've reffed heavyweight bouts before, but we can get, and that was my mistake. That was my mistake. He reffed a heavyweight bout before. From what I understand, this was his first title bout. You don't have to ref the co-main event. We can put you in the main event, but you got to work with us, and you'll get more work. And he's been getting a lot of work since then, has he not? Yes, my master. Right. Welcome to the dark side. Who can we depend on? What judges? Weisfeld, Moretti, and Cheatham. They can be bought. Remember what Teddy said. You know, last time I called it correctly, I didn't get no work for like 2 months. That's not good. I have a day job, but I'm kind of dependent on that $4,000, $5,000 for that night. Although they got the call right, those 4 rounds is in question. And everybody's calling it in question. Everybody. Everybody. It's all in question, y'all. Y'all better wake up. C. Wood, salute. Y'all better wake up, man. It's all in question. Nobody's safe. You guys are something else, man. I can't wait to find out what those consulting fees was about. Because whoever got money, you best believe there's a paper trail. From the big dogs to the motherfucker who dropped the water in the bucket in Deontay Wilder's locker room or at his hotel, wherever it happened. Y'all want to know how on point D was for the third fight? When we was up in the room, TC salute, we was up in the room. Me, Blue Blood, Tay, Classic. We was up in the room before he started warming up. They had Gatorade there, right? And what's his name? God, why am I having a brain fart right now? He's a white guy. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting his name. I'm sorry. JD's. He had a bucket, right? And there was Gatorade on the table. Picked up the Gatorade, and I forgot who he looked to, but he said, "Where'd you get this?" And dude said something, and he's looking to see if the shit was open. And I'm just sitting there, you know, I'm quiet. I'm just sitting there like, there you go. He was checking that fucker, pulling on the wrap. Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? Rod Nail, salute. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So they were on it. A fight too late, though, because they didn't expect it. Kermit Cintron got cheated 2 times by Antonio Margarito. He was on my show, and he said it. Nobody went to his corner and said, yo, why didn't you check the hand wraps? They didn't expect it. That was the last thing on their mind. See? Same thing with Miguel Cotto. This is the only sport I know when a motherfucker gets cheated, and if you hate the guy that gets cheated enough, you don't care. Nobody went to Miguel Cotto and said, yo, man, that's your fault. You should have checked his fucking hand wraps. You notice you didn't hear that? But you do hear, yo, Floyd, if you're so good defensively, you should fight Manny Pacquiao whether he's on drugs or not. You remember that? So D gets cheated, it's his fault. Come on, guys. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You could die in this ring, man. What I'm saying to you, this live stream is that I think the Fantastic Four were on the take. And I want that whole paper trail to come all the way down. Because what always happens is these guys, look at these guys, man. Look at these guys. You think they're built for prison? These guys got families. This guy already got to be a grandfather. Hell, all these dudes could be grandfathers. You think they're built for this shit? You think they want their name slandered? If they go to them and say, yo, look, man, just tell us the truth and we'll just make this whole shit go away. You took money? Okay. You won't get no time. Just admit it. You won't be able to ref for like 5 years or so. I mean, you won't be able to judge for like 5 years or so. But you need to help us because this money came from a criminal that's wanted by the United States. The money that you took, you normally get $5,000 to $8,000 a fight. If for some reason you got $20,000, you didn't question it, fine, I wouldn't either. But you need to tell us what you know. And maybe you won't get locked up. And maybe we won't drag your name. You blame Floyd for wanting OSDT and ignore the fact that this motherfucker Pacquiao ducked it for 5 years and admitted it later. Freddie Roach admitted it. You blame, no one says anything about Cotto. No one says anything about Kermit Cintron. And it wasn't until Shane Mosley knocked this dude's head off and Brother Nas, rest the dead, caught him with the bullshit. Seems like black people are the only people we get blamed when we're the victims. It's our fault. We get shot dead in the street. What did he do? Oh, look, he hopped the turnstile when he was 12. Oh, look, he had a domestic violence dispute. Oh, look, George Floyd was a bad guy. He was a drug addict. All of that has nothing to do with a fucking knee on his neck. To the point where he pisses his pants, calls for his mother, and he dies in the street. Irrelevant. We're the victims and we get blamed. Man, listen. Let me dumb it down for some of you idiots in the back. Y'all ever spoke to a female victim of the R word? Will you tell her, yeah, you know, but you are kind of curvy. You shouldn't have wore that skirt, though. Why would you say that? Even if you felt it, why would you say that? You a scumbag.
I feel like it's beating me because I dominated the fight game for so long. But these same writers out here, they praise Canelo. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Motherfucker easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy, dude. This dude was nothing. Was nothing. Was nothing. Was nothing.
Y'all can't debate that because he never touched Floyd. Y'all mad? Yo, it's over for y'all. What is Canelo's next move? Better be his best move. Let me tell you something. First of all, if he don't rematch Bivol at 175, I'll say it again. If he don't rematch Bivol at 175, he's a sucker. If he fights Gennady Golovkin, I did say that he'd knock Golovkin's head off now, but now I'm not so sure. Because Golovkin might be the only fight that Canelo might be the only fight that Golovkin gets up for. He might turn back the hands of time and it'll be 10 years old. He'll be like a 10 years prior, 10 years younger. I'm going to get up for this guy because now I got to knock him out. Now I'm going to take risks. I think it's a 50-50 fight now. And you Canelo fans, you ought to be ashamed of yourself anyway.
I see a lot of you on my page. I want to say that maybe we're not the face of boxing, but we are the brains and the heart of boxing.
Emotional damage.
You stalking his wife for fuck's sake? You guys have no shame.
What will you do tomorrow?
Play golf, I think.
Emotional damage.
Sip the juice, I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
And salute to all you black Canelo Man fans.
Monkey.
Now you got to deal with it.
Monkey.
Deal with it. Salute to my brother Rod Nail in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, Drew, I remember you talking about that Wilder stuff the night before the fight. If you don't remember, I was hanging with you, Blue, and BFTB when we left the MGM Grand and had took a cab to the house. Yeah, Rod. Rod was there. Rod was there. Yup. Damn, do I have the picture up? I don't think I have the... Fuck, wait a minute. Damn, I took... The picture I put when it's me, BFTB, and Box Boy, you know what I'm saying? Rod standing right there on the far right. Rod, you remember that fella that was with us? That was Radio Raheem's cousin. The dude from San Francisco, from the Bay. That was Radio Raheem's cousin. The quiet dude that was with us, he was cool. He was cool. He was a teacher. He's cool in the game. He said, yeah, man, Radio Raheem's my cousin. He went to his phone. I said, oh, shit. I said, nah, we ain't going to beat you up, man. You know, Rod's just doing his thing. Whatever. Salute, Rod. But this is disgusting. Thank you, Teddy Atlas, for saying that, so that now they can't say that it's just us coming up with this stuff. And that assessment he had, I'd have never thought of it. And no, Teddy Atlas is not an LDBC member, no, at all. So y'all go to his page with that shit. Call him a liar and a cheater and all this other ridiculous, and you're a has-been, you're a hack, and you're just mad because Mike Tyson smashed your niece. Take all that shit over there with him. But if I know him, he'll be like, blah, 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 blah. Dispute what I said. A personal attack, that don't mean nothing. I get personally attacked every day. Every day. One motherfucker came in my comment section. You see that wire? That wire back here? Right there? That wire? Yeah, Drew, you need to hide that wire behind your TV. What? No, I'm going to leave it right there. I actually was going to do something with it. No, I'm going to leave it right there. No. You don't tell me what to do. You do what I tell you to do. Watch me. You can't comment. After 6 weeks, you can comment. And what happens when you comment after 6 weeks on some bullshit?
Come on!
Exactly, Jamal. Teddy said what we've been saying. Now, I didn't put it the way he broke it down. I didn't think of it, but Teddy knows what it is. 50 years in the game, you sit down and ask Teddy, what's the worst thing of cheating that you've ever seen, he'll start talking about shit that he's seen that probably wasn't even on TV. Do you think a fighter that Teddy's training can get cheated with what he knows? What do you think will happen if Teddy goes to a locker room and the guy's already warming up? Hold on. Take the gloves off. I didn't see the hand wraps. I'm a fireman. I didn't see the hand wraps. If he don't take those gloves off, there's no fight. You're not going to cheat, Teddy. Healer, salute. Well, anyway, you already know what it is. I'll be back tomorrow. Painful Excellence podcast tonight. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Painful Excellence podcast. The General's on, y'all. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the everybody, man. Salute to all of y'all, man. Y'all make the show, man. I love boxing, but boxing don't love us. And but as long as we're here, we're gonna speak the truth on it. General's on. Let's head over there. Bronx on deck, man. I love y'all.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Not today.